What's up, everybody? DalkielDamion coming at you from our pre-recorded episode, where we are back yet again to continue on our journey playing the Tainted Grail, the Fall of Avalon. And so far, I have actually had a lot of fun with this game so far. I am learning a great deal. There is a lot of lore, a lot of storyline, this game is story based, and there's a lot of dialogue, a lot of reading. I have, in the last episode at least, just put it up there to say you could pause it and read everything yourself. Now, if you're interested in me reading the lore, please feel free to say yes, please. But otherwise, that beautiful pause button comes in handy. So, let's hit the continue button. We left off right here in the museum. We finally found the museum. Oh, whoa. Pardon me. I don't know what that was. I got chills. Creepy. And we left off. We talked to him just one time, and then we saw he had a lot of dialogue. So we figured, you know what? We'll just hold off and then pick it up on the next episode. We were trying to keep the episodes kind of, semi short, because editing 2, 3, 4 hour long videos are becoming quite a challenge. It's very time consuming for me. So he was sweeping and now he took off. Oh, he's gone. Oh, now he's back here. Oh boy.
It began in the year 542. It is the crowning achievement of a group of keepers who were fascinated with Sewell Firstfoot. It took them years of tremendous effort to finally open an institution devoted to research and education, worthy of commemorating Sewell's great legacy. The first keeper of the museum was Gladwin Flanagan, who was personally appointed by Captain Berach the Black. I don't doubt it, since Sewell Firstfoot was a remarkable figure, well known to every keeper. Drawing on available sources, we can claim with almost absolute certainty that Sewell Firstfoot was the first man who ever set foot on the island of Avalon. As you can probably guess, that's where his moniker, Firstfoot, comes from. Oh, of course. Sewell was an outstanding commander whose strategic mind, bravery, and charisma contributed to our capture of the South from the Four Dwellers. He was also the founder of the Horns of the South, so I can say with absolute conviction that if it were not for Sewell Firstfoot, we wouldn't even be standing here having this conversation. The museum holds a collection of 72 items of the so-called movable, tangible heritage. The collection includes big and small items that represent the world surrounding the keepers of the Horns of the South from the 1st to the 6th century of the Avalonian era. Here you will find militaria, craft tools, everyday objects, furniture, textiles, coins, religious artifacts. I'd say all exhibits are worthy of your attention, but I could point you to the ones I personally think to be the most notable, or subjectively, of course, the most interesting. Those would be the items that used to belong to Sewell Firstfoot. We have his signal horn, and also his boots. Those boots were the first to touch Avalonian soil. What is also worth mentioning is the tableware used by King Arthur himself during his visit to the Horns of the South in the 15th year of the Avalonian era. Yes, it's remarkable, isn't it? You can find them in the central display. Sewell's boots were sewn from 3 pieces of tanned calfskin, tied at the top with a leather strap. The seam goes through the middle of the instep, which is decorated with ornamental embroidery. On the outer side of each shoe, you can find a decorative brass buckle with the motif of the Camelotian bear. It is notable that even after 600 years, they are still excellently preserved, which is unusual considering the high humidity in this area. It means that even the keepers of that time must have realized the historical value of Sewell's boots, and therefore made sure to adequately preserve them. It is indeed an interesting exhibit. The horn was used by Sewell during wartime, not only for signaling, but also for intimidation. It is 50 centimeters long and made of the horn of an ox. It is the color of yellowed bone, with some ash-gray discoloration on the narrow end. It has a brass mouthpiece and silver fittings on its wider side and at the middle. The shape of the fittings suggests that the horn was hanging on a leather strap, which unfortunately has not survived to this day. It's a memento of the visit of the legendary ruler of Avalon. Impressive, isn't it? The tableware is made of tin coated with silver. It consists of a plate, a bowl, and a chalice. The edges are decorated with the motifs of Camelot, a crown and a bear. However, those ornaments are of visibly low quality. That detail, and the fact that those are the only wares from that time that have survived to this day, leads us to conclude that this set was cast specifically for that occasion, and that it was finished by a person unfamiliar with this kind of craft, perhaps a blacksmith or an armorer.
Mm-hmm.
Really? Do you mean it? Thank you. That's really nice to hear. I'm not used to positive feedback. Usually people only come here when they've had too much to drink and decided that it'd be fun to come over and start mocking me, or touching the exhibits with their greasy fingers. The last person who seemed to actually be interested in the museum was Lady Elaine. We talked a bit about Captain Lex and the trip that ended tragically in the year 513. It was described in The Last Voyage of the Andraste. An interesting read, although I'd say it should be classified as fiction. Lady Elaine thought differently. Apparently she's looking for the wreck of the Andraste. Can you believe that?
Mm-hmm. Actually, I can.
Oh, That's excellent. I have a lot of respect for that kind of archaeological endeavor, even when it's based on incorrect assumptions with regard to the subject of the research. But if you happen upon any interesting objects during your search, please don't forget about the museum. I have to admit that local fauna is not one of my main areas of interest, but I do know the answer to this question, as it is rooted in the history of the Horns of the South. It used to be the case that a significant part of the daily catch was gobbled up by our troublesome coastal neighbors. So the keepers of that time found a very peculiar way to deal with the problem. Some of them, called the seagullers, scared off the coastal birds using specially constructed masks. They made them from feathers and pieces of tanned pigskin sewn together. The reason the gulls avoided these masks is unclear, but perhaps their peculiar shape reminded them of a natural predator? Do you mean the document with information about the course, weather, position, and speed of the ship, as well as all of the stops and other occurrences kept by the captain or the first mate? More specifically, the document from the bridge of the Andraste, which sank tragically in nearby waters in the year 513. Indeed, we have it. Please wait here. Here it is, though I doubt those records will tell you anything, since the weirdness surrounding Avalon made sailing impossible. The knowledge of the precepts of navigation has been forgotten. Oh, no, we know that. You should have mentioned that you're looking for the wreck of the Andraste rather than the logbook. Every keeper knows that the Andraste was swallowed by the ocean. It's near what's currently known as Smuggler's Bay. Here, I'll mark it on your map.
Aw, what a cool guy. Thanks, buddy. One hour knots, 2.5 course southwest, west wind east, 2 hour, 2 hour, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20. Cool. Works for me. It's a lot of info, man. All right, we got going on here. Bottled tricks, siphon bomb, and breath stealer. Ooh, sounds cool. Some folks like big explosions. Yeah. Me, I like subtlety. Magic that lingers, saps, and turns enemies' own strength against them. The siphon bomb is a lovely little thing. The breath stealer is nastier in its own way. Ooh. Yeah. Let's make that. Did we read this already? I don't know. Oh, it's not. Siphon bomb. We gotta make more stuff. Yeah, look at us. We are cool. Or not. Maybe. You think so? I don't know. What are we doing? Okay, I got the instructions on how.
What a nice day.
Just keep your head down. There you are, finally. Do you have what I need? A mask? Eh? Are you sure? Ah, whatever, sod it. Now they'll get what's coming to them, damn rascals. You can go now. You're right. Here, take this. But don't think, even for a moment, that the struggle is over. We need more, much more, to finally rid ourselves of those blasted birds once and for all. Are you ready for the next step in our fight against the flying, shitting enemy?
Sure, why not?
That's the spirit! In a war like this, every ally counts. Look, I've got the perfect seagull trap design right here. You just need to make a few and set them up in some strategic spots, like this one. And those flying pests will surely get caught. We need to work smart. Go on then, and fight against the flying vermin.
Sure, why not, man? Fucking, why not, dude? What a loon. Awesome. Okay, what else were we doing? We were doing something else. Okay, fishing. To catch a fish, wait for a bite, then press E to begin the struggle. Okay, I see the bar. Okay. Release and hold the button to keep the hook inside the moving bar until the fish gets tired. If you fail to keep the hook inside the moving bar, the fish line will burn down, blah, 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 blah. 59.5. New record. Wait, what? Hey, wait a minute. What did that say? Hold on. Wait, where's the record? The fishing record? Was it over here somewhere? Wait, hold on. Seriously, where was it? I don't remember. 96. Ah. So 96 centimeters. Okay. All right. Whatever. Let's go talk to that dude and tell him we fixed the...
Ah, it's you. Do you need something? You did? I thought I heard some hammering. Oh, well, thank you for that. Truly. One less thing to worry about, right? Here, I put aside some money from my budget. You've earned it. And you have my gratitude. Ah, yes, that old house. That place has been empty for years. The story goes, the last owner, Keeper Galen, threw himself into the sea one stormy night. Some folks whisper of curses or restless spirits, but I say it's just talk. The captain put it up for sale ages ago, but no one's had the guts or sense, if you ask me, to take it. If you're thinking of buying it, go for it. Make it your home. Every house deserves someone to fill it with life again. Cool. Oh, the biting refugee! Yes, I've heard. I'm so glad that whole mess is finally over. It's a huge weight off my shoulders, I'm not gonna lie. I know Fergus probably already rewarded you, but here, take something extra. Just from me. Maybe now we'll actually get some peace and quiet around here. Well, the thing is, I've always liked the village and the veterans living here. When you go to the tavern, they'd always share a drink and a story with you. Some of them could be real dicks. Take Tadkin, for example. But all in all, it's always been a nice place to visit. So, when the opportunity came up, I figured, why not? But the moment I took this post, I stopped being Tiernan the drinking buddy and turned into their punching bag. It's just demands. And when I don't meet them immediately, they start yelling and calling me names. Now I get what people mean when they say, be careful what you wish for. Because clearly, I was the best man for the job. A man with a bad leg. Perfect for running around fixing things, right? I wanted to be a builder. Big things, lighthouses, bridges. But Dara took one look at me and thought, maybe not the guy who lives like a drunk on ice. So they found me something else. Repairs. Patching up what's already standing. Not quite what I dreamed of. But hey, at least nothing I work on is tall enough to kill me if I fall off. Well, unless you count that one time I got too ambitious. Turns out, hanging tapestries isn't as harmless as it sounds. Some old man came to the keep carrying the head of a dreadful bandit leader. All because he wanted to join his wife here in the Horns. Can you believe that? And here I thought that kind of love only existed in songs. I'd ask you to fix the refugee barracks, but, well, there's no budget for making people's lives slightly less miserable. We'd have to do with something less spectacular. There are two places around here that could use some fixing up. First, there's the old gate. It used to be a proud marker for our territory, but now it's more of a sorry welcome sign. Then, there's the monument to the sea creature. It's been weathered down by the salty breeze, and honestly, it's starting to look less monumental and more pathetic. If you could restore them, it would do wonders for morale, and maybe even impress Fergus. What do you say? Ah, that's the spirit! I knew I could count on you. Once those are back in shape, this place might start looking like it's cared for again.
Wow. Okay. You can't afford to buy this item. I love it. Yeah, really? No crap. I can't afford to buy anything, dude. Of course, we could sell a bunch of stuff from Stash, but we don't need any of this stuff. We don't even have a house yet. All right, let's see what we gotta have to fix this stuff. How about that? This thing? Repair. What do we need? 50 wood. Of course we do. And what about the other thing? What's this? Uh, 50 wood. Of course. Why would we not need more wood? Where is the endless supply of wood? Anybody? Anybody? Feel free to make a comment. I haven't found it yet. All right, so let's see what else we got. What about let's see, best friends forever. So where do we make those at? At the
Looks like you've got stiff competition. Some old codger brought in the head of Bold Kite. Freshly severed from what I've seen. I hadn't even posted a bounty yet, but I gave him the reward anyway. Gotta keep that kind of spirit alive. Please, state your business. Really? You fought bandits and killed them? Oh, I want to hear all the details. Here's your reward, but promise you'll tell me everything. Again? You really like killing, don't you? Do you shoot them with arrows from afar, or do you prefer to get right up close and watch the light fade from their eyes? I have so many questions, but for now, here's your reward. You managed to kill Rusty Argo? Well, well. A few months back, he supposedly took out a high-ranking red priest. So the big shots of Camelot were eager to see him dead. But it was you who finally pulled it off. And from what I hear, he was a tough bastard, surrounded by a gang of killers. Congratulations, and here's your reward. That's the carcass of Fingerless Calm, isn't it? They've been hunting him for the slaughter of 2 keepers, and now they finally got him. Well, you have. Here's your reward. I see that Silent Cilia has finally been shut up for good. She earned that moniker because she liked to silence travelers by slitting their throats. I hope she met the same fate. I wonder what it sounds like when a blade pierces the trachea. Anyway, the reward is yours. Go, the hunter waits. Do you keep bandits' fingers as trophies? I would. Incredible! You're a born killer, aren't you? Instead of just taking out bandit scum, how about hunting something bigger? There's an ogre, a really nasty son of a bitch, holed up in a nearby brook. I've heard that one swing of his hammer can turn a bear into a bloodbath. As you can imagine, the keepers aren't too keen on dealing with him, even though the ogre roams just off the main road to the north. When Galahad arrives, he certainly won't be pleased. If by some miracle you manage to kill it, you'll earn Camelot's gratitude and a hefty reward. Bring me the ogre's shiny eye as proof of the kill. The brook is right off the King's Road. Here, I'll mark it on your map. Again, you really like killing, don't you? Do you keep bandits' fingers as trophies? I would.
Yeah. Let's go get us an ogre.
Watch your backs. I will be your downfall.
It looks like you've got the horse. If you ever lose it while exploring, you can always call it back. To do so, simply open the quick wheel and select the horse icon. Yeah, we got a horse, a horsey now. Wee-ah, yippee. All right, where's our... Yeah, let's go. Come on, all of you. Ooh, look at this. Yes, thank you. We unlock. Well, let's see how fast he is. How about that? Yeah. I have an idea. Look at there. Fire arrows. Uh-oh. I think we pissed him off. We didn't even do anything yet. Ouch. jump down here. Come on. Ooh. Yeah. We got him. Uh-huh. Okay. So we need wood. Bone. I see. Okay. Okay. Interesting.
Please, state your business. I can't believe you actually did it. A blade buried in that giant body. I can only imagine what a sight that was. Here, take your reward. And please accept Camelot's official gratitude. You've truly done a great service for the capital. Go, the hunt awaits. Again? You really like killing, don't you? Go chop off some heads.
I just heard that some old man named Morris showed up at the keep, dragging the head of Bold Kate just so he could be with his wife in the horns. Can you imagine? I still can't tell whether it's bravery or he's just out of his mind. Probably a bit of both. It's you. Mahone is getting better. I don't know what you've done, but your results are remarkable, at least for us. Unfortunately, Cole isn't improving, but I'll allow the refugees to stay. His fate is in their hands. They'll do what they want with him. I'm not going to be responsible for his life. It's not our concern. No. I only care that the situation is resolved. One less thing to worry about. You know where to find me if you come across any more. Yes? Did you find out what's been happening out there? Great. A necromancer. Just what we needed. It wasn't the dark druid from the legends, was it? Good thing you got rid of him then. We already have the Dalriada almost on our doorstep. We don't need an army of the undead to boot. You did well. Maybe it's not so bad having you here. Captain Hagen. Well, he was a man driven by pride and a certain disregard for caution. He sent men to explore those old tunnels beneath the keep. Somehow, he got it into his head that there was something valuable down in those tunnels. Treasures, relics, who knows what else. But the truth is, we know what was there. In the age of legends, it was just a hospital. There was some kind of outbreak or plague, and the place was sealed off. Nothing left to find, or so the records say. Yes, it weighs on me more than I'd care to admit. If I could, I'd see them laid to rest. But no captains ever bothered. It seems they thought it was a fool's errand. Maybe not worth the risk. If you're mad enough to try, then by all means, go ahead. Just don't expect any keeper to follow you. I really don't have men to spare. But maybe it's time to make it right. So, thank you, I suppose. That's between her and the captain. Were it up to me, she'd be long gone. Her presence here distracts my men. There are a few retired keepers living there. They might tell you about the good old days if you ask them nicely. There are also some refugees from north of the island, since we had nowhere else to put them. I don't really know much about what's going on in that place. I just make sure they have everything they need, more or less. You can always go see for yourself. People fleeing from bandits, from the weirdness, you name it. I wasn't exaggerating when I said we were the last beacon of hope this far south. For these people, we are. Don't know how many more we can take, but that's a problem for another time. You've done your part in proving your worth. All right, you deserve the truth. You won't find the captain at the Horns of the South. He ordered us to lock down the keep, and then he disappeared. I have my suspicions about where he might be, but I can't say for sure. And frankly, I hope I'm wrong. I don't like your tone, my friend. But all right. I suspect he's at the All-Mother's Temple. But I will warn you. If he's not dead already, I'm pretty sure you'll be if you decide to go there. That's where the Dalriada tribes are holed up, and they're not known for their kindness. And if you do find the captain, tell him to return to the Horns of the South as soon as possible. Galahad the Pure is already on his way, and he won't be pleased to find a bunch of keepers hiding behind the walls without their commander. We'll all face consequences if that happens.
Well. Oh, this place is like just what did I just pick up? What's a from? A from? A from? Give me the aphrodisiac, baby. Let's make some weird, funky stuff. Yeah, of course. This place is a crap hole. Like, they're not gonna repair this. Like, dude. Alrighty then. Oh shit. Oh man, does this mean we gotta find our way back out of here?
What do you want? You actually did it? Cleared out those tunnels on your own? Every captain before me thought it was a fool's errand, not worth the risk. And how are those tunnels? Salvageable? Aye, that it does. Camelot won't be eager to finance the repairs, but knowing the threat's been dealt with is a victory in itself. Perhaps someday we'll see them restored. Until then, we can at least rest easier. So the Keep owes you for this. Here's your reward. And what about Gobon's friends? Did you find any trace of them? Give those to Gobon, if you haven't yet. He's restless, but maybe seeing those again will help settle him. Might even help him get his act together.
Oh, he's all the way out there.
You went down there and came back with their tags. Damn, didn't think anyone would ever bring those back up. Lads must be resting a bit easier now, or so I'd like to think. They deserve better than to be left in that pit. You did right by them, stranger. Hell, you did right by me too. So, let's drink to that. Why the hell would I do that? I want to celebrate. You can't celebrate with seawater and fish, you dummy. Did I? Oh, I don't remember. And if I don't remember, it doesn't count. But, maybe I did say that. I started cozying up to a bottle the day I came back alone from those damn tunnels. I guess it's time I made good on my word. For them. For me. This old fool is done with the booze. I think I owe you. More than I got words for. The guts to go down there, and you brought back what I couldn't. That's something I won't forget, stranger. You brought them peace, and gave this old fool a second chance.
Now just tell me where I can get an endless supply of wood and we'll call it even, man. You know? We'll call it even. I need 100 wood. I mean, I'll go out and chop trees down, dude. I mean, I will. I'm cool with that. I will go out and I'll just run around the forest, run around the land. Aha, I see where you are. Let's go get a giant. Alright, keep your eye out for wood. Got it? Just do it. Do what I tell you. Wait, what? Really?
You're no match for our band. We'll make short work of you.
My name is Sen. I am 7 years old. Hurt my family and be mad. I promise I will get revenge on you. You think I small, but I not. Mama say small, dark, I small, blah, 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 blah. Cool. Aw. Well, if, you know, if it was me, I got revenge on him for you. There you go. I got the bad guy.
Huh? Did you hear something?
Did you hear something? Wait, what? What's that? What? Pathetic.
Please, state your business. Did they resist? Oh, I hope they did. Sinan the Giant. He used to rob travelers on the road. And if he wasn't satisfied with what they had, he'd crack their heads open. Now his hefty body is lying in pieces in a puddle of blood somewhere. Oh, sorry. No time for daydreaming, right? Here's your money. Go, the hunter waits. Do you keep bandits' fingers as trophies? I would.
What do you want, short man? You're standing behind me like that. What's your problem, dude?
You're back. Did you bring my goods? That's the best news I've heard all week. Come on then, give it to me. Not really. We were never friends, just reluctant business partners. Her problems are hers alone, just like mine are mine. As long as they don't affect our mutual interests. Besides, it's a dangerous business. I know you can't always avoid the risks. Now that I think about it, since you managed to bring that package and Ness decided to ditch me, you might as well help with the next part of the job. My client, you know who, wants the package delivered to a specific place. Once you're there, you'll use these very special arrows I'm about to give you and shoot the package from a safe distance. Regular arrows won't do the trick. And if you waste them before the job's done, I'll charge you for the next batch. These aren't gifts, they're tools. Oh, come on. What do you think happens when you shoot flaming arrows at a mysterious package? Think for a second. Anyway, whatever opens up in front of you, check it out, and then tell me all about it. If I were you, I wouldn't touch anything. But if something catches your eye, well, maybe nobody will notice. Just make sure to open the passage. Am I some kind of seer? I have no idea. The captain's my client, not my friend. But if the rumors about him cozying up to the Dalriada tribes are true, you might stumble upon something related to them. Maybe some long-lost artifacts. I haven't got a clue. Personally, I think the captain's just trying to suck up to them. That would be very much like him. What does he care? He pays me to get the job done. How I get it done and whose hands do the work, that's my business.
Well, I'm guessing we got some flaming arrows. We're gonna shoot the mystery package and it's gonna go kaboomy. Right? Ooh, look. The board. There's a new bounty. Yes. Rumor No Face. Hey, that's that one guy that we were supposed to find. Remember? Remember. Alright, well, I think it's that time to hide over here in the corner and go to bed. We will pick up some more, do some more fun stuff next time. Go do some more bounties. Kill some more bandits. So until next time, thanks for watching and have a good night.
I love you. Bye-bye.